forward stride focuses on two things. So this is, we're taking a stride. While we're taking the stride, we're going to be stopping off of one of our legs. We're going to focus on two things. One is the angle of our thrust. So I want to stride so that's not too far out to the side, not too far straight back, but somewhere in between that. We're still pronating into the toe, snapping into the toe. And then we want to focus on the recovery of the stride now. So my recovery needs to be as explosive as my stride. So if my stride is quite explosive, my recovery needs to be equally explosive. When I recover, I bring my feet pretty much almost together. So they're almost together once I recover the stride, and I slam my heel down. So my weight is into my heel, but my whole blade is flat on the ice. So think about how I can do that. Weight is in the heel, but my whole blade is flat on the ice, so it creates this sound. Nice and loud, very, very explosive. And it's called an explosive recovery, so that's what we want it to sound like, an explosion. After I take the recovery, I want to focus now on the stride as well. So recovery should happen with my arms and legs at the exact same time. So watch my arms. Left leg is bent, left arm is bent, right arm is straight as if I'm taking a stride onto that leg. And as I stride, watch how I stride my left arm and then recover. So they stride at the same time and they recover at the same time. So that's a nice little tool. Every time that you stride your arm, the more explosive, and the faster you stride your arm, the more explosive and faster your legs will stride at the same time as well too. Going along with the same drill, our focus now is on the striding leg. When we stride and when we stop naturally on, let's say, our right leg, we want to, as we stop, we want to place all of our weight onto that leg and line up our chin, our knee, and our toe. So it's all in line with each other. I don't want to stride and bring my upper body in this direction, or my upper body, I don't want to keep it stationary or centered. I want to stride so that all my weight rests over top of the leg that I'm gliding on. So again, we're going to combine both those motions. We can start with a nice long stride where we stride, recover, pause for a moment, just to get the arms and the legs down. We want to make sure in the recovery, as a last common error, we see a lot of players stride and their recovery angle looks like this, where they wrap it back and then wrap it forward. They sort of do a wrap around. On the same angle that I stride on, I want to be able to recover on the exact same stride. I shouldn't stride and wrap. We're going to do the exact same drill with the stride and the recover. This time when we stride and recover, it's going to be quicker, so we don't need to stop and pause in between each one. Now we want the players doing it quite quickly. So watch how quickly I recover, and then watch how quickly I stride. One common error is that when players stride, we should be striding and recovering with our feet almost right beside each other. A lot of players will stride and only recover like to here, let's say. So their next stride is only this big. So we want to make sure that we stride, we bring them right back together. The stopping leg, if we looked up the ice, we should have a nice long streak with our stopping leg. There shouldn't be a stop and then, let's say, some kind of gap in between. It should be a nice smooth stop all the way through, all the way down to the other end of the ice. Normally when we do this drill, from goal line to the first blue line, we work on our right leg, and then once we hit the first blue line, we switch, we face the other way, and from blue line to blue line, they can work on the other leg, and then when they hit the far blue line, they switch it up again, and then I work on the first leg. One thing that I